Okay, so benefits of a blog. First of all, let's just clear up this blog thing right now. Blog is what I'm really using as a generic term. It can be articles, it can be papers, it can be whatever you want to call it, essays even. But a blog is basically written content that provides information or useful useful information for people, useful something for people, right? That's written. Blogs, we all know they're on people's blog site. Blogs are on people's websites, but the same blog content, that article that you write, can be put on LinkedIn. It can go on your Facebook. You can even put it on Twitter. But the thing you want to do ideally is put a blog on your website, write the content, put it on your website, get the link. That each blog post has its own separate unique link, and then you post that on Twitter so that people will be directed to go to your blog post to read it, because once they're on your page, you may have a sign up form, you may have something else, some other way to get their attention. That's the bigger part of all digital marketing, which is sort of why you're doing all this, is you want to be hitting people all over the place. And it's not just Twitter. People are using Pinterest and posting blog posts there or links to blog posts there, but they'll put a picture of something and there's a link for that picture to a specific blog post. So there's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes into this, but we're not going to get into that right now. All we're talking about is what's the benefit of a blog. And simply put, a blog, the benefits for me are maybe different than somebody else, but in my opinion, the benefits of a blog are you get great SEO value for it as long as you set up your keywords right and you put your metadata in there and your descriptions in there so that the back end of the internet can see what your blog post is about. Just having your post isn't there. A good blog should be a minimum of 500 words, 350, 600. Different people tell you different things. I like 500 to 700 words as a minimum, upwards to 1,000 or 1,500 words, depending on what you're talking about. That will give you good, solid information. And within that, right in there, the key SEO stuff, lower back pain, sciatica back pain. If you're talking about sciatica, some people are looking for lower back pain or sciatica back pain. I don't actually know the difference between lower back pain and sciatica back pain. I'm guessing they're the same thing, but I could be completely wrong. But you got to educate me. That's where the industry knowledge and the layman's terms comes in handy. In another video, I talked about having a copywriter actually write the words, because sometimes people are too close to the subject matter. I used to be this way with video because, 30 years I've been doing video. I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. And so I know all the terminology and all everything, but you may not know that. And I have learned this over time that people look at me like I'm funny. But the benefits of a blog are you write it, and then you can repurpose it, which we've talked about, and you can put it in different places and different ways. And once you've written it, you can chop it up, you can create it longer, you can add pictures to it, you can add video to it. The part of the benefit is getting something down, getting it on paper, getting it to work for you in your favor. But the SEO component is huge. You want to be driving traffic so people can see it. You want to put your blog post here and here. If you're doing like what I'm doing here, I'm recording a video, but I'm also recording the text. I'm recording audio that's being converted into text. So when I put this on YouTube, I can put this whole transcript on YouTube also, so that YouTube can then read it as well as people can see the video. So I'm getting the double duty from the Google love, if you will, since Google owns YouTube, to be higher ranking than if I just put this in text somewhere or just a video. So multiple places, multiple things. And benefits are you can educate people, you can teach people, you can explain to people, you can tell people what you can do, you can tell people how to prevent things. There's a whole bunch of information, and people are constantly going to Google and searching in how do I, where do I, what do I do if. These are all the common things. And if you want a easy trick, go into Google and type in how does a chiropractor solve, and the last word to be filled in, they will fill in a whole bunch of stuff in a list for you to choose from. I don't know if you ever noticed that or not, but they will tell you what people are searching for. The top one is what people search for the most. The next one, second most. So if you want to know what content to create, that. How does a chiropractor solve lower back pain, tendonitis, foot injuries? I mean, I'm not even sure what the order is. I probably should look at it for this video, like I told you. But you can see that. And that's just a little bit of what people are searching for, so you know what content to create. So when they're searching for it, the benefit of a blog is they find your information in your town about that particular subject. All this stuff's becoming so hyper localized now. And while I think blog is a silly term, I don't know why they're called that, but what they really are is articles. They are papers. They are essays. They are whatever other term you want to put on them. And they're there to inform people about your business. That's what you really need to be looking at them for. You want to provide information. Some of the other things you can post in other places in social media can just be fluff. It can be fun. It can be informational. Like you wouldn't do a blog post about school starting unless you're talking about weight of backpacks or what kind of backpack works best for school books. That's a very informative and timely blog post that I know a lot of chiropractors write about every year in August, of what kind of backpack to get. Shoulder bag, backpack, an over-the-shoulder bag, what's going to be best for my kid, and that is determined by the kid's height, size, weight, all these kind of things. So are parents shopping? Are parents looking for that? Yes, they are. The benefit of a blog is you now provide that information in your town. So the more content you create around specific topics via blog, via video, the more you're likely to be found, the more likely you're going to get people coming in, booking appointments, and get referrals. So this whole content thing is not a short-term play. It's a long-term game, and the winner is going to be those that create the most relevant, high-quality content based on the needs of their patients. It's really that simple. So get a blog, use it. It's beneficial.